Unbelievable. Muslim migrant pleads guilty to $1.4 million in food stamp fraud. You'll be shocked. Public assistance projects, for example, food stamps, are no outsiders to controversy. Some want the projects ended. Others can appear to discover enough motivations to additionally open the government coffers. We even have national legislators talking about everybody being guaranteed a fundamental, reasonable salary as an entitlement. Those controversies aside, we can typically get a general understanding that welfare fraud is an unlawful thing that ought to be punished. All things considered, the gathered thought is to help the individuals who truly require help. The food stamp program is a noteworthy focus of fraud and should be obvious by filtering the news. For instance, an Iraqi immigrant and shopkeeper have pled guilty to $1.4 million in food stamp extortion. It appears he works a halal market. Furthermore, that he has utilized the Islamic food shop as the vehicle for conferring this robbery. In any case, this isn't only a case of food stamp extortion. It likewise outlines President Trump's claim that we need to do a better job of vetting our immigrants. Normally, the left opposes this idea. Ali Ratib Daham, 40, of Westbrook, pleaded guilty Tuesday to charges of food stamp trafficking, conspiracy, money laundering, and theft of government funds in U.S. District Court in Portland, the Portland Press-Herald reported. Daham, who became a naturalized U.S. citizen after emigrating from Iraq, conspired with others to defraud the U.S. government of $1.4 million from 2011 to 2016, prosecutors say. Court documents show that the shop owner gave customers cash in exchange for their Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, and Women, Infant, and Children WIC program benefits. This is run-of-the-mill for this kind of extortion. Food stamps should be utilized to purchase food, not alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, gas, or sex. So, food stamp beneficiaries who need to diversify their buys offer their advantages for money. They regularly write off this sale, quote, so the other party is adjusted for partaking in the illicit transaction. You can some of the time discover this happening in the parking areas of stores offering goods. The food stamp beneficiary methodologies, others offering to, quote, purchase their staple goods at the checkout stand, utilizing their food stamp card as an end result of being paid money. Obviously, this is illicit. The defendant stole from programs designed to provide nutritional items to some of our most vulnerable community members, low-income households, mothers, infants, and children. U.S. Attorney Halsey B. Frank said in a statement the defendant put his own financial profit above their needs. People who defraud these programs should expect to be brought to justice. Daham's sentencing is expected to be scheduled in the spring of 2018. He faces up to 20 years in prison and is required to pay $1.4 million in restitution. Daham may well spend numerous years in jail. However, good fortune's recovering the $1.4 million. It's far-fetched he makes them lounge around in a bank investment account simply sitting tight for a blustery day. Despite where one stands on the welfare wrangle, there ought to be understanding that this kind of wrongdoing should be forcefully indicted. It's sufficiently awful that individuals settle on discrete buy choices with their food stamps. It's likewise wrong that individuals figure out how to get the food stamp program by being genuine on their applications. Be that as it may, this kind of fraud is a significantly more genuine offense. What's more, it would be a smart thought to investigate those applying for entry to the U.S., all the more nearly as our leader states. None of them have a right to come here. It's a benefit we broaden. What's more, one with which we should be more watchful. Yeah, try to get the 1.4 off of him. And who knows where he was sending it. Maybe he was sending it to terrorist groups. How do you know? We don't know. This is what I'm saying. It's a whole mess. This is just the peanuts in comparison to what's going on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.